Hello and welcome back to the Spiritual Shit Show. My name is Julie Wynn, and thank you so much for being here. It feels really special for me to be able to share my journey, my stories, my aha moments, the path that I have taken, all with the intention that it may offer you an anchor into your own life so you can continue to dive deep within yourself to find the freedom and the permission to be authentically you. In my becoming journey, which so much of it was a spiritual shit show, which is what this podcast is about, is my journey in becoming. I understand what it's like to read spiritual contexts or to want to improve your life, and you hear, like, well, you just have to use the law of attraction, or you have to stay positive because it's a frequency and it's a vibe and you have to keep your vibe high, or you're supposed to be happy, so let it go and move towards happiness. And also the term that I have grown to not love so much, which is let it go. All of these things the mind understands, but it's so important to practice embodying these things. So what we want to achieve, we have to allow our body to have a certain type of resonance with it. Otherwise, these things that we want will always be outside of us. I want to walk you down memory lane just for a little bit to give you a backstory to where I am now, which is what is so fucking cool. But back in 2020, that's when I started the Spiritual Shit Show, and I had a website for it. This was my platform to do energy healing. And before that, it was Guided Towards Greatness. And before that, it was Energetic Movement Collective, which honestly just proves it's okay to pivot. Every version of this work was real and sacred and honest to the season that I was in. And each one was a breadcrumb back to myself. And as I was deep diving into myself, I allowed these creative sparks to kind of pop off. And I had a lot of fun exploring these visions. All of these visions have the same core, which is to help other people to be in the center of their authentic light, to remember who they are. But here's the truth. When I spun Spiritual Shit Show, because one, it's honest, and two, I don't want to ever pretend that my life is perfect and Instagram ready all the time. I loved Spiritual Shit Show because the awakening process is very much like that. That is real. And I knew that when I'm 60, I still don't want to be a spiritual shit show. I don't want the brand of Spiritual Shit Show to become something that I am forever. And even though Spiritual Shit Show is so cheeky, and again, it's true, I also realized that the name may not land for everyone, which is also none of my business, because let's have a sense of humor in life. But as I was thinking about, I love Spiritual Shit Show, and I think it is brilliant for a podcast, but for an energy brand and to weave my intuitive healings into it, I'm not really quite sure. And so over a cup of morning coffee, I heard the word numinous. And I was mistaken. I thought I heard luminous, but it was like, no, it's numinous. So I've never heard this word before. So naturally, I looked it up. And numinous is having a strong spiritual quality, evoking a sense of the sacred, the mysterious, and the awe-inspiring. I literally had chills, and I knew instantly that this is what I've been trying to say all along, that this is the feeling I want people to have when they land in my work, that sense of soul-level truth, wonder, permission, presence, play. So I did what any brave soul with mediocre tech skills would do. I decided to build yet another website. And y'all, when I say I built, I mean I clicked every wrong button. I was overthinking the entire process, and I finally came up with something that didn't make me cringe eventually. So I was making progress, and it still just didn't feel like me. I was proud of the work, and I was proud that I did it by myself, but then I was like, well, if I keep this website, does that mean in my real life I have to show up looking more mystical? Do I have to wear flowy pants and crystals? Or should I go the intuitive businesswoman route and throw on a blazer with some moonstone earrings and a little bit of heels? So I'm showing, a little class with a little woo. And I felt like I had to choose an identity. And the truth is, I am all of it. I am sacred and silly, professional and weird, human and divine. And honestly, what I am seeking in my life always is freedom. So creating a website that would force me to match that identity, I really did not like. So I put it all on the back burner. I kind of let it be for a little bit. I was still doing the work, but I wasn't proud of the brand. And then a friend reached out and she offered to help bring my vision to life. And oh my gosh, I was like, this is what branding feels like. It's not marketing, it's not performance, but it's true soul expression. And when the new site launched, which happened by accident because we accidentally pressed publish on it when it wasn't ready yet. But regardless, I was like, well, this is how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be out in the world like this. And I felt something that I never felt before, which was permission. I felt permission to show up as the real me, to offer what I offer in the way that I only know how I can do it, which is to be authentically me, to let joy and color and quirkiness shine through, to stop shapeshifting for the sake of credibility and professionalism and a fear of what other people are going to say or think. That was a big one. If I put myself out there was such a huge fear of when I actually showed up, am I going to meet the expectation that somebody has around somebody who is an intuitive channel or a podcaster or a dance teacher or whatever, my identity is, this thing that I do I have to match and show up like that? And really, I just want to be seen and I want to be free. And this is what Numinous Wisdom is all about. My website now is numinouswisdom.com. The podcast is the Spiritual Shitshow Podcast. My friend was like, you don't have to pick and choose. You can do and be all of it. We'll just blend it all into a family. So everybody knows it's coming from you. This is your work, but you're allowed to do it all. You get to play many roles and be as creative as you possibly can in life. And my friend telling me that was such a gift. And it offered me a vibrancy back in my life. And when I go back into my becoming journey, I can think back when ignorance was bliss in my 20s, also way before any social media, where you weren't constantly forced to compare yourself to other people and other brands and things all the time. I was fun and I was quirky and I was unique and I loved that about myself. And it has been really interesting to see that in this new stage of my life, I am rebuilding, but I'm not rebuilding from this state of ignorance as bliss. And again, there is this elephant in the room of, does this look like what you should be doing, what you're told that you need to do to be on social media all the time, to sell, whatever it is that you're selling? And there is something, I just don't want to do it that way. I just don't. Rebranding is about the frequency of truth, of remembering who you are before the roles, the costumes, the masks. It's about dancing with the energy of spirit in a way that's alive, joyful, embodied. And I forgot that for a really, really long time. And when you go to Numinous Wisdom, you will see that it's a little quirky and there's a lot of symbols and it's colorful and playful. But this literally is how spirit comes through when I'm doing sessions with people. Spirit speaks through signs, metaphors, wild, intuitive, fun imagery. And always, 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 always through the lens of love. So here we are. It's a new name for me, Numinous Wisdom, with the Spiritual Shitshow Podcast. It's a new website, but it's the same soul. And it's more of the soul of who I am. And if you are in the season of becoming, of rebranding, of rebuilding yourself from the inside out, I want you to know this. You do not have to fit the mold. You get to create your own vibe. You get to become something you actually want to grow into. Your brand should offer you space for freedom, authenticity, truth, and most importantly, growth. It should be a brand that is not going to box you in, but offer you the magic to continue to evolve. So wherever you are in your life, let it be messy, let it be magic, and most importantly, surround yourself with people who push you into the center of your own light, because that's the whole point. Allow yourself to be in your own truth, magic, love, authenticity. I am repeating myself, but you get the point. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for growing with me. Thank you for letting me show up as my full, weird, often messy, figuring it out, honest, wonderful, numinous self. And don't forget to go check out the new website, numinouswisdom.com. Poke around, feel the vibe, say hello, leave a review. All those things do help. I am so grateful for you and grateful to be making magic with you. Now go do you. You are the magic. This is your life. Make it incredible. And I am here to support you through it all. Until next time.